If you thought Chrisean Rock was done shocking the internet, think again. Because this latest leak makes the Kardashians look like they're filming a Disney Channel special. Out of nowhere, rumors burst onto the timeline claiming Chrisean didn't just pray, manifest, journal, or cry over Blueface. She went full spiritual warfare and allegedly hired witches to cast spells on him. Yes, witches. As in cauldrons, crystals, chants, moonlight rituals, and whatever else people Google at 3 a.m. when their love life collapses. The second this rumor surfaced, the internet didn't gasp, it screamed. TikTok detectives were lighting candles trying to recreate the scene. Twitter trolls were comparing her to Sabrina the Teenage Problem. And Zeus Network fans? They were already asking for a spin-off called Baddies Coven Edition, starring Chrisean as the head witch in charge. The chaos was instant, dramatic, and deliciously unhinged. And the craziest part? The receipts. Cryptic posts, deleted stories, suspicious captions, weird symbols. And a leaked voice note that had people convinced Chrisean wasn't just missing Blueface, she wanted him locked back into her life with spell-level commitment. This isn't just messy. This is spiritually messy. The kind of messy no soap can wash off. The scandal began with a whisper, one tiny rumor floating across TikTok late at night, but within hours it mutated into a supernatural hurricane that swallowed the entire internet. It started when a small gossip page posted a blurry screenshot claiming Chrisean Rock had been seeking spiritual help to get Blueface back. Normally, people would ignore something that vague, but this wasn't vague. It came with emojis. Candle emojis. Moon emojis. Crystal emojis. The holy trinity of online witchcraft allegations. And that was enough to ignite digital hysteria. The timeline didn't just react. It combusted. People began screen recording Chrisean's old Instagram stories, circling candles in the background like they were uncovering clues in a horror movie. One user pointed out a sage stick on her counter. Another user claimed they saw a tarot card on her table in a video from 4 months ago. Suddenly, everyone became a spiritual investigator, analyzing her living room like it was Area 51. Because when the internet wants a storyline, they will find a storyline. Then came the leak that blew everything wide open. A voice note surfaced of someone who sounded suspiciously like Chrisean talking about getting him aligned in energy work. She never said Blueface's name, but the internet didn't need names. The internet fills in blanks faster than a toxic ex replying to a text. People snatched the quote, edited it into dramatic compilations, and posted it with captions like, "This woman is summoning the ancestors for this man." Overnight, Chrisean Rock witchcraft became a trending search term. By morning, the scandal reached full zodiac sign meltdown mode. Astrologers began making prediction videos. Spiritual TikTok creators started doing duets. Psychic readers claimed they felt a disturbance in the energy fields surrounding Blueface. It was delusion disguised as intuition, but it was too entertaining to scroll away from. One tarot reader even declared, Chrisean is in her manifestation bag, while flipping cards so dramatically the deck almost flew across the room. Blueface fans were horrified, chaotic, and confused all at once. Some said she was doing love spells. Others said she was doing binding rituals. A few said she probably just lit a candle, and the internet exaggerated everything. But those users got ignored because reasonable opinions never go viral. The messier the theory, the louder the timeline screamed it. Carlisa, of course, wasted no time jumping into the storyline. She went live with the energy of a woman who had been waiting for this exact rumor. She didn't confirm it, but she didn't deny it either. She just tilted her head, widened her eyes, and said things like, "People be doing anything these days," which is Carlisa language for "I'm stirring the pot. Don't stop me." Fans clipped every second and uploaded it everywhere, framing her as the mother trying to protect her son from spiritual warfare. Meanwhile, Chrisean acted completely normal online, and that made the internet even crazier. She danced, laughed, posted selfies, and talked about her day. That everything is fine energy made people theorize she was plotting something bigger. Because in celebrity drama, if you don't panic publicly, people assume you're summoning a moon goddess in private. Her silence wasn't silence, it was mistaken for. Witchcraft old clips resurfaced from her baddies. Days where she joked about having powers or reading people's energy, and those harmless jokes suddenly became evidence. Fans slowed down her words, added creepy music, and posted them like documentary trailers. You think she was applying to Hogwarts the way people carried on. Then another receipt surfaced, a screenshot of a DM claiming Chrisean had visited an energy worker for advice. Was it real? Absolutely nobody knows. Did the internet treat it like the Rosetta Stone of chaos? Of course they did. Commenters said things like, "This explains everything," even though nothing was actually explained. The lack of logic made the story even juicier. Blueface stayed silent through the whole storm, which only added more gasoline. Every time he posted anything, even something unrelated like food or gym clips, people flooded the comments with candle emojis and witch jokes. Some said he was under a spell. Others said he needed protection. A few begged him to go see a pastor. His comment section turned into a supernatural circus. Meanwhile, spiritual creators kept diving deeper. Some made videos saying they felt Chrisean pulling Blueface's energy. Others used pendulums. Some used crystals. One lady even lit incense on camera while chanting, "Free Blueface from the Bond." It became spiritual. WWE.blogs picked up the story next. Headlines like "Chrisean rocks witch rumor explained" or "Blueface under love spell" started popping up everywhere. The articles never had real evidence, just vibes, screenshots, and unverified clips, but vibes are enough to feed the algorithm. The story became too big to ignore. Hazily even slid into the mess with a shady comment saying, "Some folks go too far for love." She didn't name names, but she didn't need to. Chrisean fans immediately dragged her. Hazely's fans defended her. Everyone else grabbed popcorn. What made Part 1 truly iconic was how split the internet became. Some people were genuinely scared, convinced this was a spiritual crisis. Others were laughing their lungs out, treating it like the funniest plot twist of 2025, and a small chaotic group said, "Honestly, if love spells worked, half the world would use them." As the scandal got louder, crazier, and more unhinged, one thing became clear. This wasn't just drama anymore. This was cultural entertainment. A supernatural love story turned memoir, turned spiritual conspiracy, turned celebrity meltdown. And the biggest twist. Receipts from someone claiming to be an actual witch were about to leak. Meaning the chaos was only beginning. The scandal went from messy to supernatural insanity. The moment a so-called real witch entered the chat. Out of nowhere, a woman claiming to be a professional spellcaster posted a TikTok saying, Chrisean wasn't the only one asking for guidance. She never said Blueface's name. She never mentioned Chrisean directly. But the timing? Chef's kiss. Perfectly suspicious. The internet treated her video like it was a leaked voicemail from the other side of the spiritual realm. Within minutes, people were stitching it, slowing it down, zooming into her crystals, and calling her the witch whistleblower. The memes hit levels of chaotic brilliance. Someone posted a photo of Blueface wearing a sage crown. Another posted an edit of Chrisean flying on a broom with Junior strapped into a baby carrier. One video with millions of views showed Blueface running while witches chased him with incense sticks. TikTok became a collage of spell jokes, magical soundtracks, and reenactments that made this whole situation feel like a reboot of Harry Potter Toxic Love Edition. Things escalated even more when a random Twitter account dropped a thread titled, "Timeline of Chrisean's Witchcraft Era," filled with screenshots, blurry photos, and exaggerated interpretations that had absolutely no scientific grounding. But again, logic doesn't go viral. Drama does. People reposted the thread like it was gospel, adding comments like "I knew IT" or "This explains her aura." Aura. These people had never said the word aura before today. Blueface's fans were in shambles. Some said he needed spiritual cleansing. Others said he needed a bath in holy water. A few suggested he needed to delete the internet and start fresh. Meanwhile, his haters enjoyed the circus, calling him the first rapper to be magically trapped in a situationship. Even celebrities joined in. A well-known comedian tweeted, "One minute you're trending for music, the next you're fighting witchcraft allegations." Hollywood wild. But then came the twist nobody saw coming. Chrisean's ex-friend jumped into the drama with a shady comment saying, "She been doing stuff like that, no receipts. No proof, just vibes." And yet the internet latched onto that like it was carved into stone by ancient ancestors. Reaction channels created 30-minute breakdowns analyzing the friends' facial expressions. Influencers posted dramatic reenactments of imaginary moments. Members made edits of Chrisean summoning storms while Blueface stood helplessly holding a microphone. Carlisa, never one to miss a chaotic moment, went live again. This time she talked about people doing dark things for love and energies that don't belong in the family. She never said witchcraft, but she leaned into it hard. She spoke in riddles. She made dramatic pauses. She looked off-screen like ghosts were feeding her lines. Fans commented things like, "Carly be summoning her own spirits," and "This family needs a documentary." Then came part 2 of the witch receipts. Someone uploaded a voice memo claiming it was a conversation between 2 spiritual workers discussing a celebrity girl wanting a binding ritual. The voices weren't identifiable. The story wasn't confirmed, but the chaos was unstoppable. People posted videos reacting to the audio like they discovered the lost tapes of a forbidden love spell. Blueface still hadn't said a word, which only made fans think the spells were working. Every time he looked tired in a photo, people said, "See?" Every time he posted late at night, people said, "The moon cycle got him." Someone even made a chart showing Blueface's posting patterns matched planetary movements. And it went viral because people love nonsense packaged as astrology. Chrisean finally responded indirectly. She posted a picture of herself smiling, hair done, vibes high, captioned, "Blessed and highly favored." That's it. But because she didn't deny anything, the internet twisted it into confirmation. Some said she was mocking the rumor. Others said she was embracing her spiritual journey. A few whispered that the smile looked enchanted. People analyzed her eyelashes like they contained spells as the story kept growing. Spiritual creators from every corner entered the chat. Crystal readers, tarot experts, shadow worker influencers, even a Reiki healer. Half of them said Chrisean wasn't using magic. The other half said she definitely was. And every creator swore they were the only one who knew the real truth. Blogs added fuel by dropping headlines like, "Did Chrisean enter her witchcraft era?" and "Blueface under spiritual attack?" No proof, no interviews. Just speculation served on a platter with clickbait seasoning. And yet, millions of views. Meanwhile, Blueface's mom kept pushing the narrative without actually saying it. She posted a video of herself burning sage with the caption, "Protect your home from anything." People lost their minds. They assumed she meant Chrisean. Fans stitched her video with dramatic music and slow zoom-ins, making it look like Carlisa was starring in a supernatural thriller. Hazily reappeared with a comment like, "Some girls will try anything for a man," and once again ignited chaos. People dragged her. People defended her. Nobody ignored her. She did what Hazily does best, stir a pot that wasn't even on her stove. The memes just got more intense. One showed Chrisean standing in a circle of candles with a blue wig on a shrine. Another showed Blueface floating upward with sparkles around him. Someone even created a fake spell recipe called the Blueface Binding Ritual, containing random nonsense like lemon juice, Bluetooth speakers, and a baddie's contract. It had no meaning, but it had 1.2 million likes. Meanwhile, a pastor went viral after making a video saying, "I rebuke all witchcraft coming against young men of God." He never mentioned Blueface, but everyone connected the dots anyway. The video spread like wildfire, with people commenting he's talking about this situation, when he definitely was not. The climax of Part 2 came when a TikTok user posted proof that Blueface hadn't been acting like himself lately. They stitched together clips of him looking sleepy, unamused, or confused, which is just how he normally looks, but with eerie music playing underneath. Suddenly people began commenting things like, "This is spell behavior, and he's not in control of his mind." But then came the big twist. A new leak claiming someone close to Chrisean said she joked about using spells but never actually did them. The internet didn't know what to do with this information. Some refused to believe it because witchcraft was more entertaining. Others said it proved the whole story was exaggerated. A small group said the denial itself was a sign the spell worked by the end of Part 2. One thing was clear, this drama had spiraled so far beyond reality that it no longer mattered what the truth was. The internet chose chaos. The internet chose magic. The internet chose superstition over logic. And everyone involved was trapped in a supernatural storyline they didn't ask for. But the real aftermath? That was still waiting to explode. The aftermath hit like an unexpected plot twist the writers threw in just to keep the audience from breathing. After days of witch rumors, spiritual receipts, incantation memes, sage-burning live streams, and Blueface being treated like the first rapper trapped in a magical hostage situation, the internet suddenly shifted from laughing to genuinely questioning what the truth actually was. It wasn't fun anymore, it was fascinating. People wanted resolution. They wanted answers. They wanted someone to step forward and say, okay y'all, I either did magic or I didn't. But of course, nobody did. Instead, the silence created an atmosphere so tense, it felt like waiting for a final exam score you already know you failed. The public kept refreshing timelines, convinced a massive revelation was minutes away. Every time Chrisean posted a selfie, fans zoomed into the background hunting for candles or mysterious symbols. Every time Blueface posted anything, no matter how normal, people commented things like, blink twice if the spell were off. Even Carlos's random grocery store videos got flooded with comments demanding updates on the alleged sorcery war. What made everything even more unhinged was the fact that actual spiritual practitioners started stepping in. Not the chaotic crystal TikTok users, real ones. Hoodoo workers, brahas, traditional healers. They weren't defending Chrisean. They weren't condemning her either. They were simply saying things like, real witchcraft doesn't look like what y'all think it does, and the internet romanticizes things it doesn't understand. Their tone was calm. Their words were firm. And their presence made half the internet panic even harder. Bloggers immediately turned those educational posts into headlines like, experts respond to Chrisean witchcraft rumors. Is Blueface under a real spell? The spiritual community speaks out. None of these articles were accurate, of course, but accuracy has never stopped a scandal from thriving. Every new headline sent another shockwave through the fandom. People were treating this situation like it was a crossover between TMZ and the History Channel. Meanwhile, Blueface's behavior started getting even more heavily analyzed than usual. If he looked tired, people blamed the spell. If he looked happy, people said the spell was working. If he posted a normal video, someone in the comments would write, this is exactly what someone under spiritual control would do. There was no winning. The man couldn't breathe without 15 people diagnosing the air around him. Chrisean's silence, strangely enough, became her greatest power. She didn't deny anything. She didn't confirm anything. She didn't address the witch claims head-on. Instead, she focused on her life, the gym, her music, her baby. Her silence was interpreted as strength, mystery, manipulation, innocence, guilt. It depended on who you asked. But everyone agreed on one thing: her composure made Carlisa lose her grip on the narrative. Carlisa tried one more time to reclaim control. She went live again, hinting about dark vibes, dangerous energies, and people messing with things they don't understand. But this time, the internet wasn't on her side. Her dramatic monologues lost their impact, drowned out by exhaustion and the public's obsession with Chrisean's calm. For once, Carlisa didn't have the spotlight, and she felt it. That's when the unexpected happened. Someone leaked a DM allegedly from Blueface to a friend saying, bro, these people are crazy. Ain't nobody doing spells. The leak wasn't verified, but it spread like wildfire. Fans argued nonstop. Some said it proved the spell rumor was fake. Others insisted it was damage control. The line between truth and lie blurred beyond recognition. Still, the public began leaning toward the idea that the entire rumor spiraled out of nothing more than a candle, a vibe, and the internet's addiction to madness. Even bloggers began admitting that the story had gone off the rails. But instead of killing the rumor, that confession only gave it more power. Because once the internet adopts a narrative, it becomes folklore. Then came the emotional twist. Chrisean posted a heartfelt video talking about wanting peace in her life, focusing on her growth and loving herself enough to let go of negativity. She didn't mention Blueface. She didn't mention witchcraft. But the energy was strong enough to silence half the timeline. Her vulnerable tone flipped the scandal from comedy to empathy in a single breath. People felt for her. They defended her. They said she was healing, evolving, and becoming a better woman. Healing, evolving, and becoming a better woman. Suddenly, the narrative shifted again. This wasn't about witchcraft anymore. It was about Chrisean's transformation and Blueface's inability to match her maturity. The public framed her as the woman trying to break cycles while Blueface remained stuck in chaos. The story evolved without her saying a word about the actual rumor. Blueface, finally realizing he looked like a clueless pawn in the middle of a supernatural soap opera, tried to post a response laced with sarcasm. It backfired instantly. People said he was deflecting. Others said he was embarrassed. A small group said he was definitely hexed if he's posting like this, no matter what he said or how he acted. The spell narrative clung to him like static. Carlisa, sensing the shift in public sympathy, tried one final attempt to steer the drama. She posted a video crying, saying she just wants the best for her son and can't stand the evil energy around him. But instead of giving her the attention she craved, the internet rolled its eyes. People said she was manipulating emotions. Others said she was clout chasing. A few said she was just jealous of Chrisean's growth. Her attempt to reclaim the villain role failed spectacularly as days passed. The scandal shrank from a wildfire into a glowing ember, but it didn't disappear. People still joked about Chrisean being a witch. People still laughed at Blueface being spiritually cuffed. People still quoted the fake spell recipes. The rumor became a cultural artifact, the kind of internet myth that never fully dies. In the end, everyone walked away with a different lesson. Chrisean walked away looking stronger, more grounded, and more in control than ever. Blueface walked away looking lost, confused, and spiritually exhausted, either from spells or from regular life. Carlisa walked away realizing she no longer controlled the narrative she once dominated, and the audience? They walked away entertained, bewildered, spiritually confused, and hungry for the next scandal. Because in this universe, calm doesn't mean peace. It means the next explosion is loading. If he made it through this entire supernatural soap opera without throwing holy water at your phone, congratulations, you're officially certified in paranormal celebrity drama studies. And since you clearly thrive on chaos that mixes witchcraft, heartbreak, obsession, and the shade of 1,000 moons, go ahead and smash that like button like you're breaking a curse. Don't tap it gently. Hit it with the same force Chrisean supposedly used when she summoned a whole coven for Blueface. Drop a comment too, because I need to know where you stand in this magical mess. Are you team Chrisean was just manifesting? Are you team Blueface needs protection crystals ASAP? Or are you team I don't believe anything but I'm living for it? Your comment might end up as the plot of the next video, because in the Trend Tattle universe, the audience is just as messy as the celebrities we cover. And most importantly, subscribe, because if you blink for even 2 seconds, you're going to miss another scandal, another meltdown, another rumor, or another mom claiming someone cursed her son on a full moon. This channel stays hotter than a witch's cauldron in July. Turn on notifications unless you enjoy being the last person to know when your favorite celebrities lose their minds online. This is Trend Tattle, where scandals come with seasoning, receipts come with drama, and the next explosion is already simmering. Stay locked in, stay entertained, and stay ready, because trust me, the next messy storyline is already brewing, and it's about to get even crazier.